All right, welcome. Think of the next few minutes as your very first day of orientation for a brand new career path. We are going to peel back the curtain on what might be one of the most important roles in tech right now, the Microsoft AI Product Manager. Okay, let's just jump right in with this quote because wow, it really nails it, doesn't it? This isn't just some other job title we're talking about. This role sits at the absolute crossroads of huge technological shifts and major business strategy. It is literally where the future gets built. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I don't have a computer science degree, or I can't code. Let's just get one thing perfectly straight right now. The number one thing you need for this role isn't a specific degree. It's not about being a coding genius. It is all about curiosity, having that drive to ask the right questions and connect all the dots. So to really understand the AI part of the title, we've got to first get a solid grip on the PM part. So, what does a product manager actually do all day? A product manager, or PM for short, is basically the hub of the wheel. They're the one person who is responsible for the product's entire vision and its ultimate success. And why does that matter so much? Well, without a PM, you just have a bunch of great ideas and really talented people kind of working in their own little bubbles. The PM is the glue that holds it all together and turns all that potential into an actual valuable product. And this is probably the best analogy you'll ever hear for this job. Think about a movie director. A director doesn't need to be the world's best actor, or the best cinematographer, or the best sound mixer. Their job is to hold the entire vision for the movie together, making sure every single piece, from the script to the lighting, serves that one coherent story. That is a product manager. Okay, so we've got our movie director. Now, what happens when you add AI into the mix? Well, it's not just a fancy buzzword, it totally changes the game, really evolving the role from a director into more of a strategist who has to navigate this whole new world of complexity. So here's the crucial point. An AI PM does not need to build the AI models themselves. But, and this is a huge but, they absolutely must understand how they work. You need to have enough technical literacy to know what's possible, what's a pipe dream, and how to guide your team through all the ambiguity that just comes with AI. It means you've got to get comfortable making really big decisions with incomplete information because a lot of the time, the tech itself is unpredictable. And this comparison just lays it all out plain and simple. A traditional PM, they do everything you see on the left. An AI PM does all of that, plus everything on the right. Just take a look at manages probabilistic outcomes. What does that even mean? It means you're launching a feature where you literally can't promise the user will get the exact same result twice. That is a massive, massive shift in how you think about products, and it impacts everything from user trust to how you handle customer support. So let's say you land this job. Where would you actually be working? What does your new playground look like? Well, let's take a quick tour of Microsoft's absolutely massive AI ecosystem. I mean, just look at this list. You could be working on Microsoft 365 Copilot, the AI assistant that's being built right into the tools millions of us use every single day, like Word or Teams. Or maybe you're on the Azure AI team, building the foundational cloud services that other companies use to create their own AI magic. Or hey, maybe you're passionate about making AI accessible to everyone. Then you could be on the Power Platform team, building tools that let people with no coding skills build their own AI apps. The scale here is just immense. And if you want to understand what a home run looks like in this space, you have to study GitHub Copilot. It is a landmark product. It has fundamentally changed how developers work. Understanding its journey, the successes, the controversies, the tough product decisions they made, that's required homework for any aspiring AI PM. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But how do you actually get in the door, especially if you're trying to switch careers? Well, it turns out Microsoft has created a very specific path just for that. Right. This is the question, isn't it? It's the one on everyone's mind. You see this awesome job, you want this job, but the path from where you are now to there just seems foggy. Well, turns out there's a pretty direct answer. It's called the Microsoft LEAP program, and it's basically an apprenticeship that's designed specifically for people from non-traditional backgrounds and career changers. It's a paid 16 to 18-week program that can lead directly to a full-time product manager job. It is one of the most direct routes into the company, period. But here's the real pro tip. Even if you don't go through the LEAP program itself, just studying its requirements gives you the perfect blueprint. It tells you exactly what skills, what qualities, and what mindset Microsoft is looking for in an entry-level AI PM. It's like they're giving you the answers to the test before you even take it. Okay, time for your first official briefing. To succeed here, you need to know more than just what to do. You need to know what not to do. So let's go over the most common mistakes that beginners make. First up, and let's just hammer this point home one more time. You do not need to be an engineer. Your job is to define the what and the why. The engineers will handle the how. You need to focus on being able to have a smart, strategic conversation about the technology, not on writing the code yourself. Second, you have to know your lane. A data scientist is deep in the weeds, building and training the AI models. The AI PM, you're zoomed out. You're focused on the customer's problem and making sure the model that's being built is actually the right solution for the business and, most importantly, for the user. And finally, this is a non-negotiable. Do not treat responsible AI as some kind of afterthought or a checkbox to tick. At Microsoft, it is absolutely foundational. And why? It's simple. If users don't trust the AI, they won't use it. End of story. Things like fairness, privacy, and transparency aren't just nice-to-haves. They are the core feature that makes everything else possible. All right, orientation is officially over. Now it's time for you to get to work. Your path forward is going to start with a really clear, simple assignment to make sure everything we just talked about really sinks in. So here's what you're going to do. First, explain the role back in your own words. Then, do some research and list 5 key Microsoft AI products and what makes them valuable. After that, map out the web of people an AI PM has to work with. Engineers, designers, marketers, you name it. And finally, write out your personal why. Why do you want this role? This isn't just busy work. This becomes the foundation of your entire interview story. So, that's it. That's the role, that's the ecosystem, and that's a clear pathway in. The blueprint is right